sure I hit the record button there. Alright, so as you can tell, we're back in Twitch. You heard a lot of beeping and blopping while we were getting started here. My mouse died, as it goes. So the point of this stream here is just a quick little test anyway. We've been out of or off of Twitch for a hot minute. You know, I've been over on YouTube and stuff like that. So I'm just testing some stuff out right now. Like I say, it's been a while. Catanuccia, how you doing? What's up, buddy? Thanks for being in the chat there. I'm still getting used to some of the stuff that I forgot about at Twitch. You can see like where it says newest follower. I had to put that back in. Whenever somebody follows, it should pop up with that JESOP overlay and stuff. I'm not sure if I have everything all set up, if I'm going to hear notifications or anything like that. So bear with me as we go for that. But anyway, just to break off the rust and all that cool stuff, what I figured we would do is on YouTube anyway. Hey Jojo. On YouTube, the last stream we did was just sort of like noodling a little character here, nothing crazy. I thought we would go ahead and finish it. Probably take about an hour or whatever, just to sort of go back and forth, just to make sure we got some stuff ironed out. This is mostly just like a test, again, with the streaming and all that stuff on Twitch. Volume is a bit low. Here, let me see if I can turn that up. The volume should be the same. It looks like it's the same on my end, so it might be on your end. I'm not too sure. Everybody else, you guys let me know if the please, again, just like last time and every time you guys help me out. All this streaming, all your guys' back and forth, your help and all that stuff, that'd be great. So if volumes are low or if notifications are getting whack, all that kind of stuff, I would appreciate it. All right, let's get back into work mode here. So it's the end of the year. Tomorrow is like the last day, but let's round up. Before I get to that, so what this is here, let me just back up because there's been people that weren't here during the stream before. So I was just trying to noodle a character. I couldn't decide what to do at the end of our work session last time. So we just did some scribbles. I was trying to find a character just for fun. Here we go, building up the dude, some sort of like wind or energy or something. And then we got our line art in here. Got our knockout layer. Let's turn all this crap off. And this is just placeholder. I might end up using it. I don't know. Some sort of like magic or something like that he's using back and forth. So we'll see how that goes. Actually, you know what I'm noticing? Hold on. And again, let me know. I've got the whole setup here. It's all out of whack. Do you guys know how to show how many people are actually in the stream? I don't know. I'm on Twitch. I check things out, but like I said, it's been a little while since I've been in here. Let me just check one quick thing. I think, see if I have it on my system. I think I have to run something in the background. Steamlabs? Is that? I'll have to double check this because if somebody follows, I'm not sure if that's going to update their name or anything like that. I'll double check all this stuff. You guys know how it goes. Turn that off there. Go there. Cool. Hey Eric, how you doing, buddy? It's been a while since I talked to you, dude. How you been? So let's go ahead and get some inking going. Maybe we'll go with the large one. How's that look? So I hope we don't keep hearing that notification. It's letting me know that my wireless mouse is charging, so it's good. Oh, you're working on some Twitch stuff yourself, eh? Awesome. That's hilarious. Yeah, so I was talking a little bit with people. You know how this goes, back and forth. And YouTube just seems really, really different now. And I think, I know I jump between streams all the time. But I'm thinking I'm going to give Twitch like a nice solid run here. I'm just sort of tired of YouTube and everything always changing all the time and all that crap. It seems like Twitch anyway, at least it's consistent for now. Until the dark times come over to Twitch. As they do everywhere. So I don't really know who this character is or anything like that. I thought it'd be cool to maybe... I like the design of them. Like these really cool antler looking things. I don't know what they are. Maybe we could sneak them into JESOP in some way. We'll do some color too. My goal here is to wrap this up in an hour. It should be a nice juicy test, so I can re-upload it to YouTube and all that other stuff like that too. That makes it look like he's got a mouth. Let's not put that in there. Okay, what's going on there? Maybe, hold on, I'm gonna put on some music here, just because I always forget that you can do that here. Even though I had it in the beginning, but I always forget that you can have it going on in the background. Let's go ahead, let's click this. Let's find some mood music. Let's see what we got. Some RPG music, whatever the hell this is. Oh, I think this is like Norse music or something like that. Let's... And let me know, please, if this is too loud or anything like that. Wish there was a way. Sorry, I'm just checking some stuff here real quick. texture to this thing. There's these little blobs all over the place. Let's see something here. I'm gonna do a little test here to see if it pops up. Should be good? I don't know. We'll see. Raphael, welcome, buddy. How you doing? Alright, so for all of this, let's think here. I think we're just gonna go with like a simpler. We'll just do basic line weight for this stuff. For all the background noise here, and then we'll get some color going. Something like that. Let's get rid of that. Is the music fine for you guys? Does it sound alright? Put a little bit more texture around his eyes here. Music is low, which is good if you ask me. Hey, okay, cool. As long as it's kind of like in the background, I don't want it like rocking out, you know. Unless, you know, we get that itch. Get some thrash metal going or something, but I'm just trying to take a mental note of the settings that I've got going, you know, so that we can. I don't gotta keep asking you guys all the time. I'm gonna grab a big fat brush here. Just gonna add some more of this random texture dot crap everywhere. Hey, no, you're not sourpuss, don't worry about it. Okay, cool. So we got this. Let's bring all this crap back. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to actually... So we still got all this, like, magic, whatever the hell. We'll figure out what's going to be there. Let's go ahead and... I'm going to duplicate this stuff here. I'll show you why in a second. All of this I'm going to put in a folder and just call this, like... Oops. Rough. This one here, off. Get all our line art here. We will combine it. And we're brightness and opacity. So now, if we turn everything off, we should just have line art there. If we turn this on, we'll have our knockout layer still. Now what's cool about this is I can go ahead and we can just lock the transparency, give it a color. So for now, I'm just going to say, like, just so I can test this out here, let's go to color. So it's like instant flats, which is a shape anyway. We're going to put some flats in here. But first, what I'm going to do is, let's save that up. I haven't done this in a while. Let me see if I still have it up here. It's like this one where you can put it in pictures and kind of Paladin, is that what it's called? Let me check it out. Nope. Dribble. No. Okay. Let's try, what is it? Image upload palette, color palette. I just want to see if we can get something, so let's go to nature.
It's all about leaving home.
There's a party in the Hollywood Hills, and I'm gonna have sex with Jason Derulo.
And making your own moves.
Now that I'm finally on my own.
Alright, let's try to find a color. I'll show you guys what I'm doing in a second here. I just want to make sure it works, so I'm not wasting your time. Just want to find something that's got some. I'm feeling like a nature kind of feel with this guy. Like maybe, I don't want to say he's bark, but actually, you know what might be. Maybe like magma or something like that, like a lava. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do like magma. See what comes up here. I know it's a lot of like blue, black, and red and stuff. Interesting. Okay, here I'll bring this over to show you guys here. Once it reload. Okay. So this site here, I just searched it, and I recommend you guys do this as well. Hey, Crate, now how's it going, buddy? Is you can type this thing. It's just like it can be random or whatever. This one was upload picture color palette. So we click browse. This is just an image I found online here that I was quickly doing from Magma, right? So let me just hit preview so you guys can see it. Right? I kind of like the blues and the purples and those orange colors, right? But it is kind of dark. But anyway, just click that. You hit open. Get my palette. It'll do this. And what it does is this kind of stuff. It's super interesting. See, this is what they suggest. So it's a great way to start. So let me just get my snipping tool here. Get that. And let's go back to here. So let's make a new. Just paste it up there. Alright, so I kind of like, let's start with this red. This red's kind of cool. This purplish red. Now, if this is a really interesting, a cool thing to do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So with this color palette, you guys probably can't see, but let me move it over here. Make sure you guys see it. Cool. Alright, so if I just start eyedropping tool it. Fuck, that's a hard thing to say. You can see where our spectrum of color is going. Right, so these two are obviously very similar. Then we're going over here and here. It's literally like right here. So our background color, if we kind of go this way. Actually, let me just see. So this would be almost white, mid-gray, dark gray. So it's almost following everything here. So if the primary color here is mid, a dark or light background will work really well. And you'll see what the hell I'm talking about in a second. So I'm gonna start with like let's try a light background. So I'll start with that, and then we'll also try like a darker one. I'm not sure which one we like just yet. So let me just slide that back over, and you'll see what the hell. A lot of this will get adjusted. Yeah, man. No, it's this stuff's pretty neat. I remember when I was trying to learn color, and I'm still, you know, I'm nowhere even close to where there's a lot of people are, like how good a lot of cats are with this sort of stuff. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this dark color here. Let me just see. Let me start filling it. You see how dark that's getting? I'm just gonna bring that up a bit, because I don't want to lose, like, you know, all the detail and stuff. But what I'm thinking just off the top of my head here as I do this is like, maybe this is like crusted rock, right? This kind of pattern in here. All of this would be the same. This pretty cool layering effect in here. Oh, Create Now too, by the way. I still have I look at it every day, the meditation app you recommended me. I just haven't made the time to actually give it a go. How are you doing too, by the way? Again, you see all the stuff, everything, the body, skins, the Buddha. Okay, yeah, no, like I'm like you haven't been the only person to recommend it. I've tried. Headspace was another one a few months back, and it was relaxing, but I just haven't made the time to dive into like a serious thing. But I always hear all like the benefits of doing so. What made you just like go, okay, I'm gonna start getting into meditation? Like, was there something besides kind of what you told me, but was there something that you were just like, okay, I'm enough of this, I'm giving this a shot? And then what happened to make you keep doing it? And how often do you still do it, or is it more like just a thing that helped you through some stuff? I'm trying to look here if there's anything else we can add. A therapist recommended it for anxiety and stress. Alright, well. And do you still like pretty religiously do it? Like, or is it just, do you find that it's a tool to help you when you notice you're getting stressed out and stuff that you use it? And if this stuff's too personal, you can tell me to go fuck off. Put some more of this crappy detail in there. Alright, so let's make a new layer. You can play around with some of this stuff too. So these lighter colors, they're gonna like really draw your eye to wherever you want, right? So if I even just go like this with the eye, no matter what, you're gonna have to look at it. It's pretty cool. Because even the 3 colors here seems fine to me. Alright, so this is where I would test, like I say, the background color. So like a dark one would look like this. And a lighter one would look like that. Like the lighter one feels pretty good. And then sometimes I'll also do this, and I'll put it on color. This just helps us see. So you can see, like, even though the tone was different. Actually, hold on. Let me see something. Hey, JESOP. Let's actually go a little darker. You do it daily. Work got bad. I went into a deep state of anxiety and stress, so I went for help. Now it's part of life. I would say I'm not in a much better place unless. Oh, you are in a much. Sorry. Hey Nabu, how's it going, buddy? So create now. Like, how long do you do it every day? And is there a certain time you do it in the day, or do you just make sure you do it once a day? I'm on vacation right now from work, so I should really give it a shot. Because you always hear people talking about meditation and how awesome it is, right? Very few people, or very few times have I heard the opposite. Alright, what we'll do here is, okay, so we're going to do our shadow layer. Just turn all this off. And I'm just going to pick like a red for now. You can ask anything sorry. You can ask anything. Too many creative types suffer from these things. No, you're totally right, dude. That one book that I was telling you guys about, The War of Art, and I've talked a shitload about it. That told me a lot of that art feeling of always being maybe not alone, but most of us, if you devote a good chunk of your life to art, you can get very lonely because you have to put time into it. So it's your call to like how much you want to put in and all that stuff. But reading that book, a lot of the symptoms and things he talked about, I was like, oh, I get it. Okay, so I think I had just forgotten that. And for better or for worse, streaming helps that. But there's times when I'm like, like most of us who don't stream because you want to make sure you get work done, and that's the cost. Is like that sort of like alone sort of thing. Dennison, I'm on sick leave with stress, anxiety too. Is there a link to stuff you're talking about? Yeah, definitely talk to Crate now. He'll help you out. During the week, I do 10-minute wake-up meditation. It's the most popular ones. During the week, I do 10-minute wake-up. Okay. Then usually 20-minute one later on, like when I get. Oh, so 10 minutes in the morning and then 20 later. All right. So this is gonna be like the magic sort of stuff. Let's see if we can put the light maybe above them. So try going like a simple kind of shading. Actually, I want to see something. For those that are like still joining and all that kind of stuff like that, I'll be streaming here for probably about another 15 minutes. Tonight was just a quick test to iron out some of the Twitch stuff. It's been a little while since I had it going. Also, if anybody, again, I can't see anywhere on here, so you guys let me know how many people, if you guys can see, are in the chat, because I'm not sure. But if anybody's here hasn't followed, if you wouldn't mind, you can unfollow here. It's just a quick test. If you could follow, just so I could see if the pop-up's working, that would be a huge help. It's pretty funny.
App and the 2018 Kia Rio, connectivity is in the palm of your hands. So when it's 50 below in your driveway, your Rio can start and warm up to a toasty 26.5 degrees while you're still sipping coffee in your PJs. It's just one of the amazing standard features in the all-new Kia Rio 5, designed to fit your life. and starting from only $16,594. It's everything you didn't expect and more. Visit your Kia dealer today.
In Vintages at the LCBO, we're passionate about helping you find something special for the holidays. Here's product consultant April with her take on gifting.
My favorite part about helping customers find the perfect gift is just seeing them smile, knowing they can confidently bring that to a dinner party.
Cool.
Or
I got a
present it as a gift
notification,
and know
but
that
I
the
don't.
person we're
Let's
giving
see.
it
I'll
to will love
I'll wait
it.
till it
Why
pops
not
up on
head to
screen.
Vintages and chat with a product consultant?
Zandesco, my man. Thank you. I appreciate you helping me out.
This is Vintages.
But what's interesting, what's super interesting, is that newest follower did an update. So I'll have to check into that. Let me actually write a note down here. Look. Thanks, brother. Almost sounds like we're listening to meditation music already, eh? But so, like I say, I'm rushing through this stuff because I just want to do this quick. This is just like a doodle, right? I'm just trying to block in some quick lighting. You'll see once I turn this all on how I'll put it together. Let's get some big shapes here. Alright, so if we turn this on, turn that off, and we'll clip. Actually, let's do this. Let's copy this color. Just go normal. This way I can turn this one to white. There we go, so I can still see the shadows. They won't be this dark, but you'll see. You'll see. Alright, let's try this out here. Just get the rest of the shadow over here. Actually, I think a lot of this should probably just be shadow. Doesn't make much sense for all of this not to be. Alright. And then obviously the last thing we do is what I like. Here's this Smoth watercolor. Just to, oops. Just certain areas like this should be softer. It's not a cast shadow. Alright. Switch background looks better. I'm kind of torn. Maybe actually, let's try this. Let me try something. Let's get our little magic in here. Now what color are we gonna use here? If we go here, let's go with like maybe a hot yellow. Oops. Don't worry about hijacking, man. It's all good. Particles in here. Maybe we can put like some thin wispy lines. Kind of neat looking. Let's get some darker color going here. That way gives it like this really cool like glow. filter, blur, Gaussian blur. I don't know how to look over like this. It's kind of neat. Yeah, this will go up on YouTube. I'm gonna upload it right when I'm done. I don't know when it'll go, like when you'll see it again. Might be a month, might be longer. Just because I have such a backlog. I'm gonna be going over it next week, so I can start getting back on that. Kind of like the screen was kind of nice. Layer, new correction layer. We got a few minutes left, so I'm gonna have to just make a decision and go. Hue saturation. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes you can just noodle with this and you get like a different feel, right? Like, that's pretty gas. Look at that, 135. That's pretty cool too. Yeah, I like that. You can even duplicate this one. That's like even more laser. Let's do it again. Holy shit. Make a new layer. We're gonna merge these suckers together. This one will go filter, blur, another blur. Sounds good. Let's save it so it doesn't just totally go away. That's like a fire. It's like a fireball screen. Maybe. I don't know. I keep hearing that twice, but KJ Gilbolt. Am I saying your name right? Butcher it. Anyway, thanks, buddy, for the follow. I appreciate it. We can. I think this was just pushing it too much. Try something. Let's see what happens when we move this around to the color. Hey, thanks, brother. We were here before, but we're just I'm coming back just to, you know, I don't know, try her out. Just I'm not feeling YouTube anymore. Not that I'm not feeling it. Let me take that back. Let me turn the music down. It's just that it's I don't know. It feels like it's getting stale. So let's try something different, you know what I mean? Just checking the background out here. Now it does look a little odd without like the highlights on everything. That might be alright, who cares? Who cares, right? This is just for funsies. What is this? this. Just want to see something. Alright, so let's put this to color and let's get like a... That looks kind of cool. What if I put red? Let's do blue. Hey Pop, how's it going, buddy? So you played some Battlefront 2 earlier. You know, dude, like, okay, that gun that you told me about, that's all I use now. It's too good, man. I didn't do too well in the stream, but I guess take my word for it. I don't know. I appreciate the recommendation, man. It's an awesome gun. Alright, let me grab the cover here for issue 1. I'm just going to bring some stuff in here and then we're going to wrap it up. Alright, let's copy all that. Do a little pasty poo. Wait, let me just check something here. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, look at that. Instantly it just feels... Ooh. Let's keep the signature over here somewhere.
I'd been in college for 3 days.
All about leaving home
There's a party in the Hollywood Hills, and I'm gonna have sex with Jason Derulo.
and making your own moves.
I hate these
Now that
ads, by the way.
I'm finally
Sorry.
on my own, I am learning college can be really dope. But you'll totally pay for it later. Mom?
I had such high hopes for you.
Alright, let's start this over here. So Shadow. Okay, so I usually go in the opposite direction. The highlight here is like obviously yellowish red. I just get to look in the other monitor so I can get proper colors. I just want to really punch up that yellow and that red, yeah. And the shadow is usually the opposite, so we're gonna go into the blues and the cyans, but it can get real dark, so you gotta be kind of careful with this stuff. It's funny now that like I didn't really have the palette. When I started the palette, it was like a bluish thing. Now it's a Christmas palette. It's hilarious. The assault one, the CR2, everyone uses it. No problem. It's the meta for assault. Assault is probably what I play least. No, dude, yeah. And you know what I've started doing too, and I noticed some strong gains, is as soon as I die, as soon as I come back, just activate Vanguard and just run. Especially at the beginning of the game. Usually I can get 1 or 2 kills right off the top, or because I don't think people are expecting somebody to be there so soon. So far it's working until people start, you know, until people start, like you say, getting used to the fact that this is what's going on. But yeah, no, it's been awesome. It's always enjoyable when you're like winning a lot, right? I think I kind of like going into the green here with that. Alright, so I'll just turn that on and off so you can kind of see the difference. And I think the last thing we'll do here is I'm just going to adjust the levels. I just want to see if I can bring up some of this, because it is pretty dark, the shadow. It's funny what this looks like without the shadow. Actually, let's... It's funny how much an image can change with just sliders, eh? Oppose, how's it going, buddy? Finally on Twitch with the emotes. Welcome, welcome. Oh no, hey, I suck with Vanguard too. I don't. Sorry, when I say I get 2 kills, it's just because I'm in there and I quickly switch out to the other gun. You just feel like you can just spray people in the face with that gun and just kill. Feel like I like that energy a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, I guess this will be the last image of 2017, I guess, right? I feel like obviously if I were to do this proper, color proper, right? Like I'd go in here and I'd add shadows and reflections and like the background, probably put like a little glow around the guy. But what I'm trying to do here, you guys, secretly, is find an efficient coloring style that requires 0 time. You know, besides flats and a shadow pass. That's it. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So a lot of these are just tests to see if I can get that feeling. You've awaited this day to come. I hope you enjoy your time. Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. Actually, I was looking back on, I think the last time I did any, oops, we're getting that notification, Sam. Give me a second. I still got to adjust some stuff, and I'll say why in a second. Oppose, thank you. I do appreciate that. We were streaming here actually like 7 months ago, around there. And I still have a lot of the setup, but like certain things aren't working here, and I had to adjust some stuff here. But all in all, you know, we'll get back to going back to the way that we were when we were doing the streams and stuff, especially here on Twitch. Like I say, I don't want to shit on YouTube because there's lots of cool stuff on YouTube. My only thing is that I feel like it's getting stale, and I'm not. And this is great. Always be grateful for the people that you have that follow you doing anything, for sure. But the same reason I tried going to Twitch about 7 months ago was I wanted to see if there was an audience out there. And then what I ended up doing is stopping it because I was realizing, or at least the way it was coming across, was that the longer you streamed, then more people would come in. Where on YouTube, it's more like a bunch of people show up in the beginning, and no matter how long or short, it stays around the same. Where on Twitch, I noticed the more you stream, obviously more people come and say hello. So anyway, that mixed with what I'm doing with Patreon and everything kind of focused into JESOP King, and just sort of having more fun this year with some art. You guys will see. Don't expect this channel to ever turn into like a show or anything like a lot of other people. It's just, you know, like Jim Lee does it great. You just stream, talk to people, how's it going, all that cool stuff. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Pop Cultivation. Okay, so I think this is done. Just check our value again. I mean, everything's reading okay. I think one thing that's actually pissing me off a little bit is his eye. I wonder how it'll look if we just get rid of it. Like, get rid of the shadow. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. And what we'll do is add one extra layer here. We'll put this on screen, I think. Change the color, and we'll eyedropper this. And I want to see if we can maybe get like a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what he needs. I don't know if it's screen or is it overlay. No. Let me just test. One thing I swear, and then I'll get the hell out of here. This is always like, I call this the cheese. It always works, but you kind of go back over and you redraw over all this stuff. It's kind of like a stroke. Actually, let's see how it looks. It'll look way better here than the background. This is kind of like what you would do with like, or at least what I do with like a bounce light or a rim light. But the reason why I hesitate to do this is sort of like what I was telling you guys, is I'm looking for ways to color super quick. And what happens when you limit yourself to what you can do with something is two things. One, you have to come up with creative solutions, as well as, and the balance to that is there's just certain things you just cannot do. Right, so this is a great example, and again, why I'm trying to push this stuff is like just adding this one little trimmer on everything, it instantly makes it feel way better. So I'm turning it off. The cost that I have right here is there's a lot of effects work going on right here, and this guy looks very bland because of the shadows and all that stuff. But that's the cost. If this stuff wasn't as like effect looking, you know, it was just sort of like, oh, I lost that layer. If it was just simple, we wouldn't have all that cool stuff going on. Anyway, okay, well, I'm going to save this out. Thank you guys so much. I will post this on Instagram and all the other places, so you guys will see it soon. literally like in a few minutes. If you guys are following me there and all that cool stuff. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Appreciate your time. And everybody hooking me up, the new followers we had today. Trying to help me out with getting the follower things going. Let me just answer some questions here before we go. Let me turn this friggin' music off. It's distracting me. It's so good, but thank you that you dig the energy. Zandesco, will you implement whatever you come up with in the JESOP comic? Yes, absolutely. So I guess I'll just point this out before I go. So in the first issue, JESOP King, here, let's this is a good example. Preview. You see this kind of effect? This is like super saturated, but like that energy, right? But everything else is very tame. Now, I don't do that too often, just with Momo and her powers. So like I'm trying to experiment with like how far can I push special effects? That's what I like to call this, special effects with limited like choice. And one thing you guys started pointing out, especially towards the end, let me skip to the end here, is we were getting into a problem. Like here's a good example of like blowing things out and stuff. Trying to play with a little bit more stuff, but let me find. Well, maybe even here, like what happens since what I've done too is I've started to, and you'll see it in the cover that I recently did, and I'll show you here in a second, is that like the background, it's all like the same black line art, or the dark blue that I pick, and what happens is this kind of stuff, it's supposed to be pretty far in the background, but it ends up all looking flat-ish, and a lot of the characters can kind of get lost and all that sort of thing. So you know, just try to play all this stuff is I'm trying to build on the style. Like I think it's fine. I don't honestly think there's anything wrong with it. Like this is a good example here. Like all these guys back here and all of them there. If they weren't black, I could put like a quick, like a blue or something and drop the opacity to like push them back. And I'm not sure if we ended up doing it at all in this. Doesn't look like it. Evans Graveyard, thank you for the follow, my man. Appreciate it. You're catching me here on the tail end of the stream, but I'll see you guys soon. Also, there's all these really cool things on. I'm not going to get into it. I'll save it for the next stream. So this page here towards the end, spoilers here, obviously, you guys can read it. You know, it's online if you haven't read it yet. But like all of this stuff, like the fireworks, this is probably, in my opinion, the most special effects in the issue. And it's not wonderful or great or anything like that. It's just it's fine. But like you'll see over here. Even on JESOP's arm, there's like this. I did a quick airbrush hit just to have that the glow affecting things, and I think that's sort of, I don't know if it's good or bad, but I was testing things, right? Like it works on her eyes and stuff. And then here for the cover, you can see this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'll probably most likely do more of. You see how the background, I just changed it from a black to like whatever color that is back there. Cicero, is that how you say your name? How do I pronounce that? Cicrio? How's it going, brother? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So you guys will see. Actually, I think I'll show you this too, because the issue 2 cover turned out like you'll see what I'm talking about here. Say for web, right? Okay. So issue 2's cover here. You can see back here what I started to do is change the flat color as well. Actually, I think this is wrong. Hold on. Maybe I didn't save it out. Let me see. No, maybe what the hell? Maybe I'm thinking of it different. Interesting. Well, either way, I'll start pushing some of this stuff back. That'll be about like as far as we can go, because when you get to this, there's certain things, right? Like layering matters, and since I like to consider this like a cell shading sort of style, right? Where you got your flat and a shadow layer, and like that's basically it. And like I say, this causes a couple problems. One, how do I solve certain problems like layering? Foreground and background, that kind of stuff, right? And then when I want to do really fun stuff like this, like explosions and lasers and stuff like that, those inherently have more effect work in them, and it can look odd when the line art isn't the same. So a good example here, I'd say, is maybe Dragon Ball. Like the original Dragon Ball Z, I believe, and it's been a while, but like when Goku does his Kamehameha, or whatever the fuck, and he shoots it, it's just blue, but then there's like layers of blue inside there, right? Like a white to like a light blue to a dark blue, and it works because it's all sort of in the same thing. The moment you start adding glows and effects like that, it can really take away. So I'm still dancing back and forth with like what is it that I, you know, that I'm digging. And I'm not 100% sold on anything just yet, but you know, all this stuff is just let's just save that there. Is just more experience to add on to try to understand and find out all the little like nuances of the style and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm taking off, you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for all the followers, the new followers, and everybody that popped over from YouTube and all that cool stuff. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. Probably Tuesday. Like all next week I pretty much have off, so probably around Tuesday I'll probably be streaming. I don't know about every day, but we'll see what we can get going. So, so far, you guys, if you're following me here, cool. If you're on YouTube, consider subscribing or heading on over to Twitter or Twitch and following me there. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you for all the questions. Everybody that popped in, good to see the familiar faces and all the new faces. And like usual, you guys keep reading comics, keep making comics, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.